We used to like this good to the left about 2 steps. One second.
Do it by itself. Either we're a community, we do it together.
Thank you, Aaron.
We do it together. See, it's right here. This is dangerous. It's black men working together. I know y'all cameras ain't used to seeing this. This is us being together, so that y'all can't keep killing our people and getting away with it. This is us working together. Breadway.
We ain't done yet.
Never done. No, it's scary. Y'all seeing us working together. Let's fight.
United we stand! United we stand! United we stand! United we fall! United we fall! United we stand! 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 Say her name! Say her name! Say her name! Arrest the cop! 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 Hey! No, everybody, let's get on. Mic check!
Oh, yeah. Now, that looks good.
Mic check! Mic check! Mic check! Mic check!
I got way more jerseys. I got enough to decorate the whole Breadway. I got way more jerseys than that. I'm just gonna leave that right there. We gonna bring out everything.
Everybody, listen to the car. Can we pop out with
You know something? I got something else too. I got something else.
Everybody, pop out.
I got way more jerseys. I don't want to do them like that. I don't want to. We could put another jersey on me. Jerseys to go all around. I just want to. I come over here. Little Bruce. Little Bruce. Little swing.
Hello. No, keep talking, Chris. Keep talking. Give me like 5 minutes.
We are not letting this go. We are not letting this go. Right with there? Okay. Oh,
Hello.
Tomorrow, the next day,
Oh, it's a light. Oh, you mean the Christian?
it's for Breonna.
press conference, you might watch out for this press conference. Y'all with it.
Oh, yeah.
There are healing groups for Black women and Black men. I can get you connected with Black Nurse and Street. That is that as well.
Y'all ready to go? Say her name! Breonna Taylor! Say her name! Breonna Taylor! Say her name! Breonna Taylor!
I like it. I like it. I like it. Really good.
Everybody surround. Try not to step on the jersey. Come around.
Step on the jerseys, man. It's a freeway movement, man. It's a freeway family, man. Yeah. remind me of day one. This remind me of day one, man. Look at this.
Don't forget tomorrow at 3. Sorry, I thought it was 3:30, but tomorrow at 3, we right back here. Silent protest, bring us signs. Y'all media, y'all come as well.
3 o'clock.
All right.
It's at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock tomorrow. Silent protest. Y'all ready? Everybody's live? All right, y'all need me to spell my name?
Yes,
all that good
please.
stuff? All right.
You know it.
Chris Will, CHRISWILL. Tyra. Tell them your name, Dre. Tell them your name.
My name is Tyra Walker. I am the co-chair of the Kentucky Alliance Against Racist and Political Repression. And I only have a few things to say. But only in Kentucky can a police officer storm into your home, kill you, and get away with it. But get away with not murder, but get away with just wanton endangerment. A white man cries, and the world feels sorry for him. But Black mothers have been crying for years, hundreds of years, for their Black children who have been ripped from their homes, lynched on a tree, now shot by police officers. But we still don't get no justice. America do not feel sorry for Black mothers, Black families who are crying for their dead babies. Only in Kentucky. Everybody got justice for 2020, but in Kentucky, we can't even get wanton endangerment charge. It's time to vote them out. We need a mayor that is going to make change here in Louisville, Kentucky. That's all I have to say.
We won't let this go.
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 Man, Tyra, girl, I was gonna say only in Kentucky too, but she stole my line. But it's true, it's only in Kentucky. My name is Dre Dawson, that's D-R-E. My name is Dre Dawson, D-R-E-D-A-W-S-O-N. It's got a brief statement. Once again, we have a vivid example of failed judicial process. The prosecutorial efforts in this trial were minimal at best and disheartening at worst. Leads us to believe that today this system may have been rigged against justice. The leadership in this city and in this state has to change. This is why this electoral cycle for Jefferson County is not only extremely important, it's historic. We need leaders that hold their office with accountability, equality, and integrity. Let's be clear and remember, our city would not be in this predicament of economic loss, employee overtime, and overall low morale if the mayor would have initially listened to the cries of the people he is supposed to represent and fired the cops. Madeley and Hankison alone have clear histories of corruption, manipulation of evidence, and unprofessional behavioral issues that would have served as more than enough evidence for the dismissal. Bad apples grow on every tree, but it is the leadership here that has failed this city today.
Facts. Big facts.
We need people like Shamika Parrish-Wright in the mayor's seat, Carl Price in the county attorney's seat, who turn this city around and lead us back to a path of moral fortitude, professional prudence, and commonwealth, as we're supposed to be. The media and other labels represented the Breonna Taylor protest participants criminals. But a criminal is someone who does not follow the rules. To protest is legal, and as our forefathers did to establish this country. To shoot blindly into an apartment complex is neither professional, considerate of neighbors, nor legal. In fact, it's wanton endangerment. So who are the real criminals, and when will we receive justice for the victims of their crimes? Whether avengement comes from the people or the powers that be, these victims will be honored. We owe it to them, to their loved ones, and to ourselves. All power to the people.
Power to the people. We won't let this go.
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 Brett Hankison is a liar. Straight up. The man got up there and cried. The man got up there and willingly said that he's friends with Madeline, who has been sharing nothing but racist rhetoric on all his social media. All the cops are behind him. We literally have audio and visual of them giving pep talks inside of the Louisville Metro Police Department to come out here and assault us during the protests. Okay? So, once again, when you say wanton endangerment and you say murder, those two words have different weight. Okay? Breonna Taylor was murdered. Okay? Murdered. Okay? Hankison openly fired wildly, okay, at the assailant and muzzle flash of a rifle, okay, in fear for his life. If I sign up for the Marines right now, I know that it's a chance I can go to war and die. So then you shouldn't sign up to do that job. You should not sign up to be a cop if you are scared in any way, shape, form, or fashion. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous, okay? So what I have to say is, Mayor Greg Fisher, you have completely failed this city. Completely. We've given you multiple chances, sat down with you. You promised to have this department reach out to the protest leaders and organizers. You promised that, oh, this money set aside over here is going to do this for Black people in the city. You have not gave $1 to urban development. Zero. But you gave them more money to kill us every day, to assault us, plant drugs on us every day. The DOJ is here. That says it's going to take 18 to 2 years to go through the evidence and try officers that violated our rights while we were protesting from day one to now. 2 years. My friend D is here. D, where you at? Okay, D is here. Okay. They have the footage of D getting punched in the face and assaulted by an officer. Why does it take 2 years for this man to get his just due? Why? Why? Why does it take 2 years? But Hankison can walk straight in there and cry, and then he's not guilty. He cried. Why does the community of Louisville have this thick tension of race? Because soon as the news start posting that anything with the protests and Breonna Taylor case was happening again, all of a sudden we was looters and rioters, and it hasn't been a march at all. Nothing has been looted at all. Look up the definition of loot and riot, and ask me, has any of that happened until the news posted that this case was going on again, and people start coming out here, and we get active again. All of a sudden, we're looters and rioters. But basically what they're saying today, when they say that Hankison was not guilty on all wanton endangerment, they basically said that Louisville Metro Police Department can shoot into any house that they want to and get away with it. So the white people that feel like they're safe because they're out there in Prospect, Westport, Lake Forest, Old Henry Road, y'all feel like y'all safe? It's universal now, because incident can be called with the police next door at your house, and they can feel like a threat was coming out of your house and fire into your house and maybe kill you or your children. So it's universal now. So it's not just a looters and riot problem anymore. Those are just code word for Black people. Okay? So it's a universal problem now. We are calling on everybody that's in any position that matters. We are going to hold you accountable. Eric Shields, we are going to hold you accountable. When you first came and said that you were coming here, your first statement that was put out was that you were behind the protest. Since you've been here, you have shut us out. You have not took one meeting because you feel personally you don't like the way that we did the protest. I didn't know there was a way that we had the protest. I didn't know these headlines of peaceful protests. I didn't know if there was such a thing. Martin Luther King and his people marched with their arms like this and got beat to death, and German shepherds sicked on them, water hosed, beat, some of them killed, bare hands. So there's no such thing as a peaceful protest. You can't tell us how to protest. You cannot control a protest. You cannot control a wildfire. You can try to put it out, but you cannot control it. So we won't be controlled this time. We will be effective this time. And we are not letting this go at all. We won't let this go.
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 And I want to say to Breonna Taylor's family, we're going to do everything in our ability to get as many officers fired off of Louisville Metro Police Department. You can take my word on that. You can take that to the bank. DOJ, reach out to me personally, because everybody out here know The first day when we got active out here and we had the most people we ever had out here, police officers shot me and 2 other individuals. The first day. I have the video. I'm not waiting 2 years for y'all to prosecute the cops that shot me. Do your job. Do it quickly. There's many of people, Cheyenne, that's hella people out here that have been assaulted. The attorney for my organization at the time, David Mara's daughter, got assaulted by the police. Literally broke, what, she break her wrist?
14 years old.
14 years old. She's a minor, so they beating kids up too. So if you have kids, your kids ain't safe. You not safe. I don't know why it's a race thing. Nobody is safe in the city limits of Louisville if you can't tell. You can't, if you cannot tell that we are not safe, our leadership, they don't care. Long as they feed the pockets of all their friends and all the positions that they raise their friends up in, they don't care about what happens to us. We still getting redlined. We still don't got a direct line of pursuit of happiness like everybody else. Y'all know it's not the same. So we don't need the labels and looters and riders. We need y'all to come out here and see for yourself. Don't sit on the sidelines this time. Don't sit on the sidelines and throw rocks at us this time, because everything is going to be effective. We're not going to give y'all nothing to say. So now what is it going to be now? And like I said, Breonna Taylor mama and her family, Kenneth, look, I'm telling you, we are going to see this through. We won't let this go.
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 Breonna Taylor.
Breonna Taylor.
Breonna Taylor.
Breonna Taylor.
Breonna Taylor.
Breonna Taylor.
Freeway.
Freeway.
Thank y'all.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Fuck 12.
That's how we feel about this
Be all bro.
Get it. Get it.
Y'all get that. Yeah.
Feel like saying something? Well, say it now. You're going to say it because they're going to take this all down.
Am I supposed to say something or are you going to ask me something?
I can ask you a question if you want. You want to do it in front of the mics?
I have anxiety.
That's okay. Cheyenne, you were in the courtroom all during the trial of Brett Hankison. Can you give us your impression of what happened? As one of the few protesters that actually sat in on the trial.
She sure was.
It was really triggering to be there and to hear all the evidence, and then to at the end get a not guilty verdict when a lot of us honestly were feeling certain when they came back so quick that we would have a guilty verdict, especially based off the prosecution's evidence the prosecution's evidence and their closing statement. We thought there was no way that we could come back with a guilty verdict. He based his entire testimony on he was scared and he was being shot at by a AK-40 or what was it, AR, and there was never an AR found. So I'm not sure if the jury, I mean, a lot of the time the jury was asleep while people were testifying. So I don't know if that's part of it or what, but we were all really shocked, and it was really painful just, seeing Tamika Palmer break down after court, being there and knowing that we fought for justice for so long and we've gotten nothing. Not that would have been justice for Breonna Taylor, because it wouldn't, but at least a conviction, even if it is small, it would have been something more than nothing. And so I personally broke down afterwards just because I felt like we went through so much trauma protesting for those almost 2 years. And it feels like for nothing. And we know that what happened was wrong. And we know that Brett Hankison is a dirty cop. And the other ones are dirty cops too for what they did. But we know that Brett Hankison has sexually assaulted women in Louisville. We know that he's a bad person. And it's like nobody cares about it. But that's all I have to say.
How do you spell your name?
It's CHEYENNE, last name OSUALA. Cheyenne Oswella.
Thank you, Cheyenne.
Yes,
Hold on, y'all not leaving yet. Don't even cut it off yet. Y'all know how I go. You know how I do. Big mark in the spot. So this ain't even about me, but I also just want to say to these cameras that for the 2 years that we also came out and protested, when we say do y'all's job, we really mean that, because I also noticed in these 2 years that it was a lot of bitterness and resentment toward the protesters and everything else. A lot of us was individually targeted, and it wasn't fair because we just speaking out against what's wrong. It's not fair that we get harassed and attacked for simply just being black. And it's also not fair that we don't even have a quality of life, that we can't even cross Knife and Broadway. We can't even come to the waterfront without getting side-eyed and dirty look like we don't belong there. It's just not fair. Everything you seen today and the reason we out here today is because we tired. And I don't know how many times we can say it. It's just we tired. When people got to get aggressive, when they got to start snatching mics, when they got to protest, stop attacking us and questioning us and saying we looters and rioters. Because ain't nobody talking about the looting and rioting that's happening in West Louisville of properties. Let's really talk about it. They looting and rioting our properties every day, kicking us out to go to another neighborhood that we could potentially be a Breonna Taylor. And they not doing their jobs. We just had a bus stop get shot up, and it was easy for that to be prevented. But y'all not doing y'all's job. Y'all targeting protesters and attacking us for speaking out the truth when all you had to do was your job. You ain't never heard the song about F the fire department because they do their job. You ain't never heard the song about F the EMTs because they do their job. So just do y'all's job. It's not hard. Ain't nobody gonna be against y'all if y'all stand with us. That's all we asking for. It's peace. And I'm asking for more black police officers that do their job and not act against the other black people as well. You can do your job and still stand with your people. You ain't gotta pick a side, because it was a point in time when you couldn't even wear that uniform. So stand up, stand loud, and be proud of who you are, and stand with us. Breonna Taylor lost her life. And in this 2 years that we've been protesting and we just watched this man get off, we just dealt with the death of another black woman. We need justice for Tanisha Champel too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I said her name right, but this black woman died in the Indiana jail, and we don't know why. And I seen the videos. They did that girl dead wrong. What we coming out and doing every day is to make sure there are no more Breonnas, there are no more Tanishas. And all we asking for is that y'all work with us. We don't need a whole lot, and we ain't asking for a whole lot. Just do your job. Because when it's time for us to just pay our taxes that pays y'all salaries, we just do that, and that's against our will. We don't get to choose whether or not we don't want to pay y'all because y'all killing our kids. That money come out our taxes whether we want it to or not. And y'all still get more money. So all we asking, while we living in poverty, for black people and white people, that y'all at least just do y'all's job. Stop targeting the protesters. All we did was come out here to get some justice. That's all. We not breaking in y'all's house, killing y'all while y'all sleep. So quit attacking us. We talking the truth. Until y'all see protesters start beating people on their backs and really hurting people, like in protesters, like that white protester that was on the news that threw the trash can and was cussing the lady out, but y'all kept showing footage of the black man with the trash can. Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's change the narrative. Let's talk about what's real. Louisville's a great city. You know what I'm saying? It's the place where the greatest of all time came from, for real. It's where Muhammad Ali came from. That's the greatest. Look, I ain't gonna get the cussing, but all I'm gonna say is this. If he came from his city and he's great, we all got the potential to be great. Even the police department. So just do your job. Because I just got to pay my taxes when it's time for you to have a salary. That's all I got. Justice for Breonna. You know how we doing it.
But we did want to thank y'all for coming out. We're going to wrap up the press conference right now. Appreciate you, bro. I appreciate all the news for coming out. Tyra, we love you, 5 Live streamers. But that's all we got to say right now. Y'all ready?
Oh, man, that's my guy right there. What's up, man? I got your shirt on.
Who needs a Breonna Taylor jersey?
Hey, Chris. What's the last speaker's name?
His name is
Marcus?
Marcus.
Marcus. It was Marcus.
No, Mark Pence.
Mark
Pence. Mark Pence.
Isn't he preferred?
Huh? Isn't he socialist?
You want me to have to get him over?
My mic is on the stand.
Hang on, guys. I'll be right back.
Someone missing a mic.
Mic check! Mic check! Right now, media said they gonna come. Chris, you ready?
I think they're going to march. No, around my microphone. Hey! How you doing, babe? Good. How are you? I'm still live. You want to say anything? Okay, well, I'm going to watch. I'm going to go with them, I think. Okay.
You using a hotspot?
Yep.
Gotcha.
You got it?
Oh, do you have an external battery?
Yes.
Can I use it?
Yes.
Good.
1 moment, please.
Phone died immediately after that was over.
Oh, that's good timing. Hang on, I'm trying to find it. I've got it in a pocket somewhere. You just have to find it.
Thank you so much.
Okay. You got a wire? Okay. Don't forget to give it back to me. Promise?
Of course. That's like last time. If I do, I'll get it back to you.
Okay. I'm live. Got it? I'll go out. I'll go out for the wide shot while they have a conversation about their route. And then I will be live again. Hey, how are you, my brother? Good to see you. You all right? Oh, love you.
We got them hand warmers.
No hand warmers here, I'm sorry
No
to
hand
say.
warmers today.
Sorry to say no hand warmers, because I could use them.
I swear,
I wish I had a hand warmer.
I love you more than a million.
I love you more too.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Okay, we're ready. We are live and ready.
Everybody bring your trash. I ain't gonna be on that. I gotta be at work tomorrow.
You said not guilty. So I want to hear everybody make some fucking noise. Say her name! Breonna Taylor! Say her name! Breonna Taylor! Say her name! Breonna Taylor! Who stood?
Amen.
With no agendas, no he say, she say, we coming together for the community, for justice for Breonna Taylor. Talk your shit. And at the same time, if you've been looking at the media, it's been 25, 26 deaths. Something has to change. It's been more than 33 different victims wounded in this city. And this year just started. This year just started. Say her name! Say her name! Say her name!
Nothing like a good march to get the blood boiling. I know, right?
Right here, and no line right here. So two different lines, please. I need half the people on this side, half the people on this side. Come on this side, y'all go this way. Everybody at the front, if you're at the front, just line up with me and I'm gonna walk back and then we gonna walk back until we fill up the sidewalks on both sides. Everybody cool with that? Alright. Everybody, whoever's in the front on this side, follow me. Whoever's on the front this side, follow me. Just walk down to the line, fill up on both sides. Come on. This side, come on. The first person in each line should be level with me. All right, we're gonna stop at the fifth third bank right here. We're gonna stop right there. Freeway! So I know some of y'all are like, what in the world are we doing on 4th Street? Well, if y'all don't know, 4th Street does not want the black dollar here. At all. But if I can remember right, these same businesses that don't want the black dollar didn't even open their businesses when we protested.
Right.
Am I wrong? Am I right? Right. Did y'all see anybody walking on 4th Street or going to shoot over during the protest?
No.
Did y'all see one party, one Mardi Gras fest?
No.
During the protest?
No.
All right, then. Let's get active. Say her name! Breonna Taylor! Say her name! Breonna Taylor! Say her name! No peace! No justice! No peace! Fuck these racist
the restaurant. That's a change of pace.
Now! Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down!
Fists in the back.
Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor!
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
You can't stop this revolution!
You can't stop the revolution! You can't stop the revolution!
I told y'all! I told y'all protesting is contagious. They didn't have to lift their hands up. They didn't have to chant or nothing. They didn't have to do nothing. But did we just lose them? Did we just ride them? All right. Hey, y'all, we got more than 4 cars? We got more than 4 cars?
Protect black kids.
Black lives matter. Black women.
Protect black women.
Protect black men.
Protect black men.
Protect black kids.
Protect black kids.
Black lives matter.
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 Yeah, thanks, D. Shit. I didn't see that planter coming. I'm out of practice, man. Thanks to D. Garrett for saving me from going ass over tea kettle on 4th Street. Holy smoke, man, that would have been a disaster. Yeah, we were out of practice walking and live streaming at the same time. Woo. You didn't get that, did you? No, I didn't. I was like, you okay? Yeah, my thought me as I was going. I said I'm out of practice walking and live streaming at the same time. Yeah, I was walking backwards. I was like, I know, seriously. I'll tell you what, I was in the best shape of my life in 2020. Following these guys all over the city. 5-6 miles a day. I was like an Olympic athlete. You guys didn't have a protest in New Mexico, I don't think, did you? They started about 2 days after I did it. Yeah. And it didn't last as long. Yeah. Yeah, there were some people from there who came up here. Oh, okay. I mostly met them as they were getting out of jail. Okay. Yeah, a lot of those guys they came up to support this protest, but they unfortunately got arrested.
Already happened.
Did you catch me falling backwards?
No, not on camera. I tried to catch you in my arms, but you already
everybody caught me. I know, it was good.
Temperatures rise.
Yeah, seriously cold.
It's crazy. I feel like we in Cincinnati.
I know it.
hell. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. All right, check this out. Whose street? Our street. Whose street? Our street. Whose street? Our street. Our street. Our street. Whose street? Our street. Whose street? Whose street? Our street. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Say her name. Breonna Taylor. Say her name. Say her name. Breonna Taylor. Say her name. Say her name. What do we want? When do we want it?
Hey Dee, glad to see you. Hey Jonna. Hey Jennifer. Hey Carrie. Yeah, it could be, William, you're right. Random motorcyclists just joined the intersection protest. They're now gone. I think they're heading back, so we shall follow.
Burn it down! Burn it down! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Unless you press, unless you the press, I need you in the street. If you're not the press, get in the street. Ain't no state protest, ain't none of that. Hold no narrative or nothing. Ain't none of such thing as no state protest. You ain't gonna get no justice. Y'all don't get no
Sorry, guys, I wanted to give you a little high point there. Climbed up on a plancher. We're all good. Angie, they are home resting.
Hey, real talk. We need to make sure. I don't heard my big crowd real quick. The most important thing is get these officials out of office. So we need everybody to get off the couch, get off Facebook, and get out there and go vote. Please. Please. These politicians in our city been in their seats longer than I've been alive, and I'll be 33 this year. So please,
Okay,
I encourage everybody, you 18 and up, please go vote. Say her name. Breonna Taylor. Say her name. Breonna Taylor. No justice. No peace. I said no justice. No peace. Fuck these racist ass police. I said no justice. No peace. Fuck these racist ass police. I told y'all we're gonna be effective this time. We ain't got 100 people, so we ain't gonna play. Tomorrow at 3, we're gonna silent protest at the courthouse. Bring signs. Bring little noise, but we are silent. All right. Tomorrow.
So after the Brett Hankison verdict of not guilty on all 3 counts of wanton endangerment today, which were directed at 3 people who lived in the apartment next door to Breonna Taylor, that was what the wanton endangerment charges were for. Former LMPD police officer Brett Hankison found not guilty on all 3 charges. Protesters responded with a press conference at the square at 7 o'clock, followed by a short march down 4th Street Live, also talking about the situation that occurred recently where a major event was scheduled, planned over a series of meetings for 4th Street Live, a Black-owned event that was suddenly canceled without explanation. It's just another example in a long line of historic situations that have occurred at 4th Street Live that have caused a lot of the Black community to not want to patronize the businesses there. So that's what the Stop at 4th Street Live was about. There have been several posts made about the cancellation of that recent event, so I'll let you go and look at those yourself. But
we won't let this go. We won't let this go.
It's cold tonight, and the chant is, we won't let this go.
We won't let this go. We won't let this go. We won't let this go. We won't let this go. Breonna Taylor. David McAtee. Michael Newby. Tyler Gerd. Tanisha Chappelle. I don't want to say another motherfucking name. I shouldn't have to say another motherfucking name. Travis Nasty. Travis Nasty. Travis Nasty. Travis Nasty. Travis Nasty. Travis Nasty. I'm just checking y'all temperature. Chris Rock. Chris Rock. Chris Rock. Chris Rock. You rock, rock. You can't stop.
walk back up 5th Street.
Protect black men. Protect black kids.
Back to the
Black
square.
lives matter. No lives matter till black lives matter. No lives matter till black lives matter. No lives matter till black lives matter.
A lot of folks out here tonight are day oneers, folks who came to the original nights of protest and sustained the square through the summer of 2020 into the fall, witnessed the death of Tyler Girth, witnessed the death of Travis Najdi, witnessed the death of David McAtee, as well as the death of Breonna Taylor. And a core group, very strong group of supporters stayed out and kept the square occupied for a record amount of time in comparison to a lot of other cities, with possible exception of George Floyd's memorial, which was maintained for a longer period of time, and which now has a permanent memorial. Breonna Taylor still does not have a permanent memorial, which is something this protest family has been asking for 2 years. Something more than a plaque on a piece of concrete. It probably will go a long way toward healing some of the wounds, as many protesters have said. Some recognition of this life was taken far too early for all the wrong reasons, as was demonstrated in the courtroom over the last couple of weeks. Amazingly, how every piece of protocol seemed to have been ignored. People who were not used to working together were thrown together to accomplish the mission of an unlawful warrant. With bad warrants, bad information, and it's been shown over and over again in all of the media coverage, all of the investigations that have been done, that it was an injustice from the word go, and it was repeatedly reinforced in this trial that the left hand didn't seem to know what the right hand was doing in so many circumstances. It has been just a tragedy that kicked off the biggest and longest protests across most of the country. And although small, they are mighty.
What do we want? Justice. What do we want? If we don't get it, if we don't get it, if we don't
This was Travis's chant, which always brings a tear to those of us who knew and loved him. I know he would have been one of the first people out crying for justice once again, and his life was taken away at a very tender age.
Today is not my day to die. Today is not my day to die. Today is not my day to die. Mama, can't you see what the system's done to me? They locked us up, they put us down. There ain't no justice in this town.
Approaching the small Freedom Square, close to the corner of 5th Street, where many people will probably remember that Chris Rock set up an alternative protest spot, incorporating the houseless friends that stay here so frequently in his protest. It did not have the occupation that the square had, but his embracing of the houseless population was part of his personal protest. And I remember that Chris Rock Smith was one of the original viral live streams of him in his truck at Shorty's when, at Dino's when David McAtee was killed. And he was live streaming the entire time from his car until they saw him in his car and they made him get out. That was the night National Guard and LMPD went to an after-hours activity, which was pretty typical for that corner, 28th and Broadway, and ended up shooting and killing the barbecue man, Yaya, who was a favorite chef of all in Louisville, including a tremendous number of police officers. It was an absolutely heartbreaking death and rocked the community with a protest that Monday morning that riled a tremendous number of people and actually rivaled the number of people at the protests on that prior Thursday and Friday night. I witnessed that. I live streamed that. And the marches continued throughout 2020 and into 2021, and then pretty much slowed down after the death of Travis Najdi. That was a real point of descent into depression for a tremendous number of people who have been out in the streets. Losing Travis really had a huge impact on everyone. This is a parking lot behind the Metro Safe building. Going back up to 6th and Jefferson now. And that will conclude the march for this evening. These kids have grown up out here, and they have learned the hard lessons of life, and still remain extremely enthusiastic and loving kids who stand up for what they believe in. And it's been an amazing experience to watch them over the last couple of years. But the square is much different today than it was 2 years ago. Much different. Tonight there was a glimpse into the extraordinary passion that ignited the protests of 2020. With 100 people or so taking a short march after the press conference in light of the fact that the only taste of justice that Breonna Taylor's family had felt could be possible with the conviction of the police officer who was finally charged with 3 counts of wanton endangerment was acquitted today.
Smell like bullshit to me. Smell like fucking bullshit to me. Don't smell like no justice around this town.
Don't feel like no Jefferson this time. We be here at 5:30, so people can get off work and go get active.
They're calling for a event at 3 tomorrow with a second march at 5:30.
I'll be here for the morning, though. That's real talk.
We can say,
That's real
oh,
talk.
they did us wrong. This was wrong. They missed on this one. We can say that all day, but they really think we don't care no more. That's why they like, there ain't no police out here. They ain't came and messed with us because they think we not gonna keep doing it. We're not letting this go. We can't let it go this time. Like I just told Maxwell on Maxwell's Live. Yes, y'all said Brett Hankison is not guilty. We all know he is. But I know hundreds of police officers that beat us to death and shot us every day for months that are guilty. National Guard that are guilty. We have footage of National Guard shooting through people's windshields with kids in the car. There's a 14-year-old and a 13-year-old. They shot their car so many times. There was smoke coming out of their car. And everybody knows that's the pepper spray stuff. And they almost killed them. Like, it's crazy. That's what I'm saying with the DOJ. Like, it's like we gonna y'all been doing y'all thing, but now we gonna help y'all. Because it's not happening fast enough. Everybody want to talk about due process. It ain't no due process with us at all. I was talking to Tyra earlier. I told her if I was standing right here with all these cameras out here and discharged a weapon out here right now, I'm gonna get a wanton endangerment charge for everybody out here. Literally. So how did Brett Hankison only get 3 wanton endangerment charges for a whole apartment complex? Bullets could have went through that wall, hit off their kitchen, and went through the building from the next apartment up. See what I'm saying? It's like this is how they playing it. So now we got to play and be effective. Like we got to do things that are going to be effective. So yes, we're going to be out here in the streets, but we're going to be in the meets too. Yeah, everybody needs to be ready to meet. Yes. Shields, you got to come meet us. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not trying to hurt nothing. Y'all taking this money out of people's checks. Y'all, I don't know what kind of jobs everybody, what kind of walk y'all come from or anything, but everybody work hard for the pursuit of happiness. We working hard trying to do the best we can, feed our kids, live a great life, go to college, be successful, whatever we do. Y'all taking tax money out of our money and telling us that we got to just take whatever y'all give us. We don't have to do it. Right. It's the power of the people. But it's up to the people to understand that we really got the power. Yes. If nobody went to work, they can't take nothing and give nobody a budget. Wow. I know we can't afford to do that, but our ancestors really did that. When they said we ain't riding the bus, they didn't ride that bus. Shit was naked. Do you understand what I'm saying? Montgomery said shit was naked. Like, damn, like they really walking miles. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? When they did sit-ins, filled up a whole restaurant and nobody ordered nothing, they meant that, bro. They meant it. Do we mean it? You know what I'm saying? Yes, times have changed, but do we mean it? Are we really sacrificing like we say we sacrificing?
It's really crazy because the first incident that happened down here at this movement, I got flipped on my face right over there, and I'm still going to court about it. They keep telling me to take a plea deal and I have to do a lot of community service. They said I probably gonna have to do 6 months. 6 months wait. Feel me? This stuff is sad. Really sad. And I'm still fighting these misdemeanor cases.
It's misdemeanors.
Misdemeanors. It's crazy.
I want y'all to understand
power right here.
We got, like, that's why I kept doing the raise hand. I know it seems childish. Like, raise your hand. You know what I'm saying? But I really want us to be effective this time. I really want everybody out here, if you can come out tomorrow, bring 2 people with y'all. Please. And the next time we throw something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that came out to that one, bring 2 people. We got to get our numbers back, y'all.
And we need more men, too.
Seriously.
Please,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I want everybody, like, we not giving them nothing to say this time. We know what to do this time because we already been through it and we didn't know what we was doing. But we know what we're doing. Yes. See what I'm saying? So now they going to get scared now because everything we do is going to be effective because the stuff we thought was effective, it wasn't effective. We didn't get what we want today. We didn't get what we want. We got to march for nothing. Like, I turned up. Like, we got to march for nothing, bro. Like, a lot of us went through a lot of shit. Fucking police, we dealing with fucking groups, militia groups coming down here trying to kill us too. All types of shit. You feel me? Fucking up our cars, shooting nails in our tires every day. People out here had to get tires every other day, bro. You feel me? But they cool. They laying up in their houses. ready to go to sleep and wake up and put the alarm clock and come beat somebody else to death the next day. That's fucked up. No matter if you white, black, green, orange, blue, it don't matter, bro. Like, and I want to get this out there. I don't want to hear white allies. I don't want to hear that
At all.
at all. I don't want to hear the word white allies. If you are standing in peaceably with black people on any agenda, you are my brother or my sister.
Facts.
We're people. We can't be fighting for equality and saying we want to be the same as everybody else and we put labels on that. That don't even make sense. That's what's wrong with America now. Everything's a label. I asked Tyra what's her background. She said she's Irish. She's not white, she's Irish. See what I'm saying? It's like if somebody from Russia come over here right now, as soon as you get to the United States, you're a label now. You're Russian American. Why can't I just be American? And I want everybody to understand, it don't even matter if you're white or not. None of us is free. We only at liberty too. Read this document. We only at liberty too. That means we have the liberty to say we are free. We ain't shit. Like, I want, like,
What does freedom cost? Cost that. Somebody got to die for freedom.
that.
Hopefully, we ought to make the sacrifice, but yeah, you got some work to do. Don't stop before freedom. Don't stop before freedom.
Facts. But just look around right now, man. It was a verdict at this courthouse or the other courthouse, I don't know. But look at how fast we come together. Look how fast we come together. This is people power right here. Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop.
Say what?
And my voice is going now. Keep going.
Say what?
Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Come here. Man, y'all gotta hear her talk, man. She fires me up so much, bro. Like, she fires me up so much, bro. She talked to me last time, that's why I was ready for the day. Tell them what we talked about last time.
This has been going on way too long. Way too long. I'm not a big camera fan, but at the same time, it's too much talking. It's not just action. Me personally, I want her to shift out. I want them all gone.
Vote them out.
At the same time, but at the same time,
It's deeper than voting them out, man. It's deeper than that.
Yeah, but that's where it starts. That's where it starts.
But
That's where it starts.
it's the Kentucky Supreme Court, as of right now, allows that. What happened was a quorum non-judicial proceeding where a detective perjured himself under oath of affidavit by filing a petition, which means that petition is illegal, which means everything that's done happened from then until now is illegal because the court never had jurisdiction over Jamarcus Glover. They never had jurisdiction to run up in Breonna Taylor's house. They don't have no power at all. The problem is we marched and we protested and we didn't go in these law books and look at these statutes.
That's what I said.
And we didn't look at the constitutional law. The biggest problem is the Kentucky Supreme Court, for whatever reason, allows for petitions to be signed and granted without the judges actually being physically present to look at them. And the thing with
So we got a judge problem again. Outside of the regular court, we have another
we have
judge problem.
a Kentucky Supreme Court issue too. Because the federal government says that any judge who's not physically present cannot possibly yield a judgment. Meaning you don't have no authority, no jurisdictional powers to even grant that warrant to begin with. So the warrant is null and void. It's never had no power. It's always been invalid. It's always been a nullity. And because Joshua James perjured himself under oath of affidavit, that's why he keeps pleading the fifth. That's why they haven't put him on the stand. That's why they're not going to do it. This court system for a long time has been engaged in embezzling money, and they have a racketeering scheme going on.
Yes.
And they stealing billions of dollars every year. That's the facts of it. So unless we're going to go and we're going to look at the Constitution, we're going to look at these KRS statutes and see what's going on and see what we need to change, because we actually need to holler at the Kentucky Supreme Court about this.
Facts.
Because you're allowing proceedings to happen without judges present. You have court clerks masquerading as judges when they're not even proper judicial authority. They're not even trained properly for that.
What's your name, bro? What's your name?
It's not even that, bro.
No, I'm just saying, like,
I'm Ed.
okay,
But
so
the thing is, what I
we
don't
definitely
wanna see-
no. Let's do that. Let's go to the Kentucky Supreme Court.
I got you. But what I don't want to see, right, is you you out here protesting and marching and not hitting these law books, they so important. Like knowing what you're talking about, knowing why. They was able to escape. And they think they got away with it, but they really didn't. Now here's the thing, what we need is a federal judicial review of the Breonna Taylor warrant.
Yes.
So what we want to do is, we want to text Judge Mary Shaw, we want to get the FBI involved, we want cell phone records, we want to see where Judge Mary Shaw physically was located in regards to that timestamp that's on that warrant. We want to use the cell phone records and see where Detective Joshua James was when that at the timestamp when that warrant was signed. Do they match up? Are they in the same building? If they not, then you have something completely illegal going on. And Judge Mary Shaw lied about it, and she had to lie about it because if she didn't read that, she said she spent 15 minutes on that warrant. Now, a federal review, a federal judicial review, is going to say 15 minutes ain't enough because you done went to 6 different addresses.
Facts.
You don't even get off of Elliott Street before you see inconsistencies. Because if you look at the warrant, they say, oh, well, we saw them pulling drugs from under a rock pile. But when you go to Elliott Street and you look at that rock pile, you see that that rock pile is the foundation of a chain link fence.
There you go.
So how the fuck
Exactly.
are you playing with a rock pile? What is a rock pile? Define a rock pile for me. So then on top of that, you telling us that a camera, a security camera, that's about where those green lights are on that tree right there, was mounted on the pole. Jamarcus Glover's house is about where that first concrete pillar is on that building right there.
Yeah.
So you mean tell me you scooted in and you saw all of that? You didn't, because you said the foundation of the chain link fence, you called that a rock pile.
Exactly.
So you didn't. And you mean to tell me you followed me from Elliott Street 10 miles? I ain't see your goofy ass following me for 10 miles all the way past St. Andrews Church Road.
Same car.
I missed that. And then you arrested me, pulled me over a few weeks before that, and you hit me up for drug money. Jamarcus Glover right now is on probation illegally. His whole case is illegal. You have to have jurisdiction to file a warrant. You have to have jurisdiction to bring charges, arrest, all of that. He already done pled guilty. And the charges against him are illegal to begin with. They are void. Everything that's done happen is a complete nullity. It's
so
absolutely
is that ignorant?
void.
Is that ignorant? So like you say, is that ignorance of the law?
No, it's basically they hustled us. We didn't know no better. We didn't look what we were supposed to look at. We never cracked open the books.
Exactly.
So they got us. And then they did what they're supposed to do. So they kept their hustle going, which is what's going on. Because it's about money. All this other racial stuff, it's about the money at the end of the day.
It's kind of everything's
yeah,
money.
Everything's about the
They
money.
even see it go in front of the judge for a speeding ticket. They go charge you something, $185 court cost. They even tell you that you got to pay us $25 speeding.
But the main thing I want to say is like, I would like to encourage everybody out here to like, I would get landmark Supreme Court cases. It's a good book to get. And just crack open these law books. Start at the Constitution, learn that. Learn these Kentucky statutes. Learn why you out here marching, because it's so painful to watch. I sat out here last year. I watched everybody march. I said, goddamn, they don't know what they marching for. I go, I see the news out here, like talking to people. I'm like, damn, they don't even know they don't even know who they interviewing and what they talking about. And I want to say something, but I'm like, I'm gonna leave it alone. Nah, I left it alone. I'm guilty of charge. But you have to see the way the system, how it works.
Nah, it ain't even
if you allow it.
Because like
if you don't know what's going on,
at the beginning, if you would have said something, bro. Like I said, that I could take. As everybody know, I've been on record multiple times saying, "Hey, this didn't work, y'all." You know what I'm saying? Like this didn't work. You feel me? So like, if that's being enlightened, it's good for us. Like I said, we already done protesting to get nothing, so we know what to do now. So we can't just be out here hooping and hollering and running and holding up people in traffic. We got to be in the meetings. We got to be in faces of people that make direct decisions, and they got to be effective immediately.
And then the other thing is Judge Mary Shaw, she's making decisions against Governor Beshear about the State Fair Review Board. Yeah. She was supposed to be fired, disbarred, thrown in a federal prison as soon as she lied and said she read that warrant. Yeah. So imagine how many cases are going in and out of her courtroom, and she doesn't have jurisdictional authority because she's supposed to be fired. Yeah. Now you put that on the prosecutors too. They supposed to be fired. Put that on Detective Joshua James, supposed to be fired.
The prosecution let us down today too.
Yeah.
That case was weak.
They in on it. They all in cahoots together. You gotta understand, they all in there stealing money.
Yes.
They all in together. They all in there stealing money.
Louisville Metro Police Department stealing money.
All of them on it.
Look. This is what I want y'all to understand.
Matter of fact, the Kentucky Supreme Court's in on it. They stealing money. They're not following federal law.
I got a personal friend that's a Louisville Metro Police Department officer.
When the man told me how much he made a day off the protest, I wanted to hit him in the eye. Like, real talking, we graduated from the same college, you feel me? This is my dog, you feel me? I don't judge him because he's a police officer. That's a career path he like to take. That's why I told a lot of people out here, yes, fuck 12, but sometimes there's some people, there's somebody's mama, daddy, uncle, brother, sister. But I hold him accountable. So every time I seen him out here in his little riot gear, I say, hey, bro, if they beat one of us up, man, you better grab them off us, bro. When me and you see each other, beat you up without that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. Because that's the kind of pressure we got to put. So anybody that got relatives that are police officer, ain't nothing wrong with it, but you definitely got to hold them accountable. That's your end right there. That's your time to be effective. You know what I'm saying? I don't knock nobody for being a police officer. We clearly need them. We need more black officers here because it's definitely racist. Most of the black officers will tell you that work for Louisville Metro Police Department tell you that it's racist in there against them, and they police officers.
Talk about tomorrow, just real quick.
So tomorrow, where D at? He right here. We're gonna tell y'all about tomorrow.
I'm right here.
Giant. Oh. Hello?
Hello? We need this.
Yeah.
Like, we need to let the beef go.
Can't hear you.
I said we need to let the beef go. I think majority of black men that was part of leading the movement, I had words with, right? I just want to say sorry to you, other Chris, but us having that beef, the same system used to divide us.
Right.
The same system. To the point that I'm beefing with people in the movement. I'm locked up. A lot of people don't even know that I was locked up for 40 days, 20 days without charges. David Bowe. What's the prosecutor's name? Rebecca Shorian. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Went behind. They was mad because I got out of jail on good time. And they went behind my back and my lawyer's back. Put me back on the docket to get me locked back up because they was mad that I was out. And these are the same prosecutor and judge that is on my civil case when they drop the cases. They can't touch the civil stuff, but where can they try to hide it? In the district, right? Is that what it's called? The district? I just want to say personally, I'm sorry for the way I reacted, for the way I let my emotions get involved. But like Chris said, we learn from our mistakes. And we need each other. Though I know I'm not perfect, I'm far from perfect. These last 2 years, right? And I just want to let y'all know, it's still a civil investigation going on in the United States.
Right.
It's not over. A lot of people feel that Breonna got the money or Breonna's mom got the money, it's over. No, the feds is still investigating Breonna's situation. Don't think it's not being investigated.
We are part of that power. We gotta put our bodies back out here for presence. Like I said, for the presence. The presence not there. Like you said, we was all leading and felt like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know sometimes I'm like, man, I feel like my way's working and ain't nobody listening. So I do my own thing. If you got 6, 7, 8 people doing their own thing, it splits us. So we're not effective. See what I'm saying? We spread out. Everybody's doing their thing, but we're not effective. We gotta be a cohesive unit. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta come to the table. Like you said, I'm sorry too. Like I said, like he said, us leading out here, some of us was just impacted by it emotionally. It was like, you know what, I gotta do something. It just came out here and was like, I gotta do something. They handed me a megaphone, and then 1,000 people was following me. I was like, oh shit. This way. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of us really knew what we were doing. We knew while we were out here, but as time went along, we started. It's some stuff I took from him. It's some stuff I took from Chris. There's some stuff I took from Chanel. There's some stuff I took from Shamika, Tia, Tyra Bassett, Summer, like Maxwell, Ride Hard. Like all of us, we was planning and putting stuff together. We was going every day. Well, how can we make today's march better? How can we be more effective? Oh, Tyra, Maxwell, let's put all the cameras in there and get the chief in there on the internet. Like some of the stuff we did was crucial, but we stopped doing it. So then it was like, oh yeah, they don't care no more. They stopped seeing us march. They don't care no more. They stopped seeing us out here occupy this space. Whether the police said we could be here or not, they don't care no more. So when they put the case up for Breonna Taylor, all of a sudden here come all the racist white people again. They gonna start looting and rioting again. You don't even live over here. I don't live nowhere near here. What are you scared of, man? Like that's what we need to do. Like I really want that conversation. Like we gotta kill this racism line in Louisville. We gotta kill that shit, bro. And I got some white people that I love. I'm gonna go to jail for them. One's right here on the camera. Going to jail if you do anything to it. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you,
like
Chris.
Real rap. You know what I'm saying? Like it's pride hard. Like a lot of people. That's a lot about. I got love for white people, but we need that love back. We need that same compassion that y'all got. We need to understand that. Like that's why I said I don't want to do the white ally thing. Because if something happened to my daughter and you were friends, I want you to have that same compassion to your daughter because I'm gonna have it and I'm gonna be ready to ride. You see what I'm saying? Something about tomorrow.
I love y'all.
He's gone, Tyra.
So tomorrow we're gonna meet here at the square at 3 p.m. Bring signs, demanding accountability for Brett Hankison. If you want to point out, justice for Breonna Taylor. Brett Hankison has also been accused of sexually assaulting, raping, and beating several women in Louisville. So definitely, yes.
So this is what we're doing.
Yes.
This is what we're doing.
Yes.
So
be here tomorrow at 3. Even if you're late, we'll be here all day. Meet here at 3 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay, let's do the. I know it's a child. Everybody hands up. Everybody got their hands up. Can y'all bring 2 people tomorrow? Yeah. All right. Can everybody that got their hands up make a post telling people to come tomorrow? All right. So it should be triple this amount of people.
We done had our differences. We stand right here in solidarity.
Look, okay, this is the 2 words of the year. Bigger picture. When you're getting in drama and beef and consumed and all that stuff, think about what we're missing out on when we're doing that. Think about the bigger picture. That's all I got.
Okay, another thing, and real quickly, as Chris was saying earlier, y'all, we have to understand, one thing I'm not going to do is push you around. I'm not going to play with you at all. This is bottom line, okay? You have to understand, the George Floyd got justice within 7 months, okay? Honestly, I have police officers who are part of my family, okay? Honestly, 2 of them that came off the streets and went into the crime scene unit, okay? Like I told them, regardless, I still saying 10 toes down with fuck 12. Bottom line, I don't give a damn how you feel about it, what you say, this is me, okay? If you're gonna be out here, don't play games with these people. Because if you take it seriously, they only gonna take you as serious as you take it. It's like working in corporate America. They only gonna take you as serious as you take it, okay? Stop playing with these people out here. That's what's been going on. That's why we're still fighting to this day because it's so much playing out here. This is not a game. I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not gonna play with them out there.
Thanks.
Bottom line.
I'm not gonna be locked up
Two
right now.
things.
I'm out here.
2 things. I want Mayor Fisher gone, and I want Erica Shields gone. I want them both gone.
They gotta go.
No more talking.
Protesters still got charges.
The talking has been done.
Thanks.
The point is, it's too much talking. George Floyd is resting because he got justice. His family's resting because he got justice.
And like she told me, she said it was too much talking.
Breonna Taylor's
the
mom
press
is still
conference
suffering.
is going to be short because we want to get to the point. Let Tyra get her point. Let Dre get his point. Let me get my point. And then we're not answering no questions because last year when we answered questions after press conferences, they flipped the complete narrative and put a whole different story out every time somebody did an interview. Every time. So like I said, this time we're going to be effective. So boom, boom, boom. This is what we have to say. Thank you for coming. And then we're gone. We went on the march.
And if I have ever recognized anytime I've been heard, I'm not a camera person at all. I don't need your camera in my face to say to get my point across. Just bottom line. There's no 10 to 15 seconds of fame anymore. It's done.
Yes,
we're done with that. Fuck these cameras. I'm done with them. I don't need a camera to prove who the fuck I am and where the fuck I'm coming from. Bottom line. We want justice and that's it. Bottom line. Arrest them, convict them, and that's it. Bottom line.
I know.
So playing stops today.
I know in the past it was too many chiefs and not enough enemies. So we're gonna let each other lead. You know? So if Chris leading, I don't want nobody talking shit about him leading, all that beef. Just like when we started protesting for Breonna, we ain't come out here with beef. Why? We didn't know each other. But when people start gossiping, beyond and start gossiping, telling secrets.
Have y'all, I know everybody done went to elementary school, and I'm old school, I'm 48. But in elementary school, they had a game that you start, they had like 13 people in a row. They told somebody something, the first person something. By the time it got down to that 13th person, it was all twisted up and all messed up. So, you know what I'm saying? Get your facts. I don't know. Shit. They might not even be teaching that to y'all right now. But, you know what I'm saying? That goes to show you, when you can tell one person something and it get down to the 12th person, even though if y'all in a row, it's going to be all mixed up. So let's just, you know what I'm saying? Let's, be a bond. We got to fight this together because clearly this shit today showed that they don't give a fuck, yo. They don't give a fuck. And then right now, I'm still fighting that choice of assaulting a police officer. They want to plead it down to a misdemeanor, but then they want me to they patent my case with the people in the purple dresses out there that we got into it with. So now all my shit's together, and they want me to say what happened that day. I don't remember. So on my plea sheet, it reads that. And when the judge reads a plea agreement, you got to be like, okay, yeah, that's the plea agreement. And I don't agree with that. I can't. And I'm struggling with that. I can't, and my great conscience say, I admit, okay, and it says on there that I punched the police officer in the face.
We got the video.
It says that. It says on
we got the video.
Agreement.
That's why I keep telling y'all.
I have to
DOJ,
plead.
we got so many videos. It don't take 2 years.
I'm going to have to take that, or it goes back to a felony. You know what I'm saying? And my mom was 80 years old. My sister just died this year. I can't.
It's like,
so
look,
I'm struggling.
And we was talking about it being effective, so get that video.
But, you know what I'm saying?
Get that video
I'm
to
take that
Tyra. Get that video.
But I'm not going to, no names is going to be on there but mine. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but that's where they done got us in this. We fucked. As black folks, I feel I'm stuck. And I've been positive, but I'm drained. You know what I'm saying? And then why is anybody name on my plea but my plea? If y'all got all this evidence and we co-defendants, we all co-defendants. Why should I have to say yes? And the judge has to read this out to me. And I have to say yes, if it's true or not. I can't in good conscience say, I can say, I'm gonna take responsibility for what I did. Okay, you saying I did this. I'm gonna take that. But you don't put nobody else's name on my plea. So we got to stick together because either we fucked, but we have to stick together. We can't keep on infighting. It's hurting us. It's hard enough to fight the other side. You know what I'm saying? It's draining.
And just like you said, you
y'all
drained.
ain't see me because they trying to stop me. Right now, I could be arrested for being in this sport. Y'all done did all y'all.
You said you're drained. That's each one of our jobs out here is to ignite that fire back.
So,
like everybody got to get that fire back. Like we had the first week was out here. We got to get back rowdy, bro. We got to get back. Like I said, the words that we kept in the beginning of the protest was accountability. It ain't never changed. Now it's accountability, bigger picture, effective. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know what we got to do now. And just like you say, it don't matter who it is. I don't care who throw what. We got to pull up. I don't care who it is. It's like D say, no matter who's doing it, pull up. I don't want D out here. D shouldn't have been out here walking the other day. I was out of town on the video shoot because that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I run a video company. I was out of town, but I seen he's down here marching. He got the cross out and everything. He shouldn't have been down here by us. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Like, we got to pull up. Like, oh, shit, bro, down there. You know what I'm saying? If you can make it. I know we all go. Everybody's back in their regular lives. You know what I'm saying? But we got to find time again, y'all. Like I said, if we care, Our ancestors, when they did them sit-ins, they did them boycotts, they meant that shit. And they did it for 90 days. 90 days. Oh, we ain't eating none of this shit. We gonna grow our own shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we ain't eating none of this. We're gonna start our own sewing companies. We're gonna start our own shoe companies. We're gonna start our they did that shit and meant it and kept they dollars in the circulation. That's like the point of us going to 4th Street. They don't want our black dollars there. Feel me? We got to make y'all uncomfortable again. Facts.
I just wanna so next month it's the 1 year of me being assaulted by Aaron Amos. Right there on the corner, I was punched 4 times to the face. My cops held me down. I've been going through hell ever since that moment.
When are we gonna get a win?
On the federal side, they know they can't touch me on that area because they know the DOJ is investigating that. But in the small stuff, they've been trying to railroad me, y'all. Railroad me.
And what do we have? What do we have? The video. Yeah. It don't take 2 years to see that the police punched him in the face 4 times. In the first 10 seconds, you see him get assaulted.
But like I always say, it's well with my soul. I know the DOJ is investigating. I know big pastors should step it up. I know justice is coming. But at the same time, it hurt to have to go through that. Just for standing up for Breonna Taylor. Just for saying we need justice, right?
Amen.
And all he said is he's sorry.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all, I still come out here. Because Breonna Taylor still don't got justice. So what they did is bring in the division, bring in the people in the protests and all this and that to bring division up, bring people to spread lies in the movement and start gossiping. That's what happened. That's why we got divided. But then we ain't going for that this time. If it's problems, go to that person.
Voice it. We don't got time no more, y'all, at all.
Because at the end of the day, you know what humbled me? Man, what happened to me, I'm not the only one. It happened to me. It's happening all over America. Just by the grace of God, mine got caught on the camera.
What about the ones that's not? How many ones caught on camera?
You know how many people in this jail right now that I know that call me getting beat up right now? In that jail?
People done died in here. I'm talking about last month.
6 people died.
That's another thing we gotta tackle. Man, come on, bro. Y'all definitely ain't protecting us out here, and y'all can't watch somebody that's already locked up in a room. It makes sense. It's patrol. The hallways is patrol. How does somebody die in there? That don't even make no sense. It's like you having a gerbil, you feed it every day, and you go in there and it's dead. You like, damn, what happened? It's your gerbil. Like, they in your custody when you're locked up. You're the government and state property, bro. Them, like when you go to prison, you're a number. They're like 08755. Uh-huh. Like you get really conditioned to be a number. Huh? Here. Fall in line, huh? Like, that's crazy. That's what I want y'all to understand. And I know some of y'all might not never hit these humps that some black people do. But if you do, you're going to see firsthand, like, damn, this is what the fuss is about. You know what I'm saying? If you go to jail, when they give you, I'm telling you, child, you see that tray, you can be like, damn. They eat this every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know some people from the protests that had never went to jail. And when they came out of jail, they were so fired up because they was like, I'm not going back. I'm not going back in there. And that ain't even prison. That's jail. So, like, the camaraderie, let's get that back together. That's a lot of stuff we did at the beginning of our life, like decompressing, like having the little bowling nights and stuff like that. We need that stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all kids got events or something. Hey, my kids graduate. Why we pulling up? Blowhorns. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need that same camaraderie. That way when we come out here, we a unit. They're like, damn, how they so close? Because we know each other. It's my business to know everybody out here. That's why we used to always do at the end of all our marches, everybody turn to your left, turn to your right, introduce yourself. That way when you come back out here, you're like, oh, Maxwell, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? I know his name. We marching together today. I got to know who's to the right of me and who to the left of me, front and back. How are you? Straight. I'm doing that. Okay, and then tomorrow, Cheyenne and D gonna say, talk about the event for tomorrow again. Raise your hand. How many people supposed to bring tomorrow?
2.
How many posts supposed to make? All right.
Share. By the way, it's not me and Dee's event.
Oh, well, I knew they had the information.
But yes, be here at 3 p.m. tomorrow.
But at the end of the day, man, we got to really just sit back and just be vigilant to everything. Real talk. Because after January 6th of 2021, it's really still depressing to me as a black man in America. Feel me? But this is people power, though, man. This is beautiful to see everybody coming out this quick. Feel me? Real talk.
All right, y'all. I think we're wrapping it, and be safe, everyone.
Oh, there she is.
Be safe.
Hey, baby.
Man, facts.